So we're here in Santander in northern Spain, and we're here for the test event for the 2014 World Championships, which will take place in exactly 12 months' time and be the first qualifying event for the Olympic Games in 2016, qualifying 50% of the nations to take part in the Olympic Games in 2016. So it's going to be certainly the biggest sailing event for the Olympic classes in this 4-year cycle, and arguably for a lot of the nations the most important one. From a British team perspective, the 2014 Worlds, as with every World Championship, will be an important part of the 4-year programme. And the main opportunity this week is for our sailors and our coaches and support staff really to make sure that they've got good familiarity with Santander, both on and off the water, and put in the initial groundwork to make sure that when they come back in 2014, that ultimately they have everything under control and are able to focus entirely on the racing on a day-to-day basis, with the aim of maximising our potential for good results at the 2014 World Championships. We're hoping that for the 2014 World Championships, it's an opportunity for Great Britain to qualify in all 10 of the Olympic classes at the first opportunity, as we did for 2012 at the Perth 2011 Worlds. So it's a great opportunity for Great Britain to at least make sure we've secured places in every event for the 2016 Games. The event itself, from a sailor perspective, as one of the World Championships in the couple of years running up to the Games, will certainly play a part in the minds of the Olympic selection process. Whether it becomes one of the defined events for the Olympic selection process, of course, time will tell. But as a World Championship 2 years out from the Olympic Games, certainly the selection committee are going to be keeping a good eye on those results, and as sailors begin to set out their stall for the final run-in to the Olympic year, just over 12 months later. Well, Santander itself is actually a very attractive city in northern Spain. It's got a interesting racing area with both a sort of offshore sea bay venue and an actual harbour venue, as you can see behind. Quite a huge amount of tide though, a very large rise and fall of tide. So tide's going to be a big part, particularly inside the harbour, and outside the harbour, the sea state, it can be quite choppy, and with that tide it can make things quite interesting. And with a large swell that's coming right across the Bay of Biscay, it can often mean that a residual swell means that it's not as you would expect it always to be, in line with the wind. So that means it's going to be both tricky, interesting, but also varied, and therefore the race teams are going to be able to give each of the classes both the opportunity of long offshore races, as well as long offshore courses, as well as shorter inshore courses, with the aim for 2014 to be having those final medal races immediately off the harbour and creating a public spectacle to raise the profile and the interest in and around northern Spain, and hopefully around the world. So we've got a relatively small team of our top podium sailors, and those sailors are really just trying to get an understanding of this venue, particularly to understand the local wind, the local tides, and the factors that they're going to need to focus on if they want to optimise their performance in time for that 2014 Worlds and give themselves the best opportunity of coming away in 12 months' time with some medals.